on the beds. I've got this one, a row of tomato plants. I hadn't got anything on that side yet, but these are different varieties of tomato plants. They're all looking good, no transplant shock. This is like my herb bed. I've got some peppers scattered in it, but I've got lavender. Those are some sunflowers. And then catnip looks really good. That's basil. And bee balm and parsley. There's a banana pepper. And let's see, this is rosemary. And that was sage. And these are nasturtiums. They're a little yellow, but I'm hoping that's just transplant. There's dill, more basil, more sage. I can't remember what that is, so I'll have to go look. This is cilantro, not parsley. Peppers has got a little baby bloom on the top. And this is lavender. And another lavender. And that is a coneflower I'm trying to grow. And these are some sunflowers. And this is oregano and sage. And another coneflower. More basil. And then down the edge, if you can see, I have onions down this edge and that edge. One side is red, one side is white. So I have totally filled this bed, probably beyond capacity. I was trying to do like the square foot thing, 1 plant per square foot, but I probably got a little extra, but it was fun. And then we haven't planted this one yet. I think it may be potatoes. This will be our potato bed this year. And I have these tomatoes in. We already have the railing system, if you can see it here, to grow the tomatoes vertically. So they are planted all the way down. And then between the tomatoes and the side rail, I have sown marigolds. So, and that way we'll have that to help with pest resistance. So that'll be nice. And then on this side, I've just planted the seeds, but they're not sprouted yet. I did 2 kinds of yellow squash, and I'm going to attempt to grow them vertically too, so they can grow them up a string. We're going to attempt that. And then in the center, we're thinking we're going to plant more onions all the way down the center. So that's an update on our raised beds. And these are all the plants that we started in the grow room. On a previous video, I showed you the progress of the plants. And then we have a stand of garlic here, which has been here for several years. And then this stand of garlic is only a couple years old, but it's looking really nice. And then across our yard, we have grapevine that's coming out looking good. Have my composter. And some blackberries. We lost a lot of our bushes last year from, I guess, the heat, but this one is absolutely loaded with blooms. And we have a small one. And then over there we have blueberry bushes, and then there's peach trees and apple trees and pear trees and plum tree. So, and figs. Oh, don't forget my favorite fig tree. But it's a beautiful evening. It's a great time to get out of the TV and off the phones and get outside. We have this big giant pecan tree, but we never get pecans. We have a surplus of squirrels that usually crack them and then they rot before we ever get any. But it is just a beautiful evening. You can see the sunset. It's going to be just a beautiful evening. But I just wanted to share a little bit of garden with you. I'm not sure what we're going to put on the other side there. And then we have this contraption here. We have 6 of the buckets that we can plant in, and that's also compost. And then I have grow bags sitting up here, but this is 4 raised beds, so I'm not sure what we will put there. I have grown cucumbers in them, and they did fairly good as long as I keep them watered. As you can see, they're made out of 50-gallon drums cut in half. So that's a possibility. But this is our garden area. Thank you guys for joining us. Happy gardening.